It seems that's unfortunately as good as it gets. Yeah. Hey, Mike. It seems that's unfortunately as good as it gets right now. I think at 720. I'll have to dig into it, find out more, because like I said, I was just goofing around with this morning. That's how this happened. I didn't really intend to stream. I was just kind of like messing around. Oh, I mean, hopefully 720 is much more acceptable. I thought I thought I could just click in and change the settings for the stream, and basically it would update live. I didn't realize it was going to kick off the stream too. That was kind of shit. There was like a few people watching it, and I was just like, I feel like I just booted everybody off. Yeah. What, you've got 1080? You can see it at 1080? That'd be cool if my stream's working at 1080. Oh, sweet. Huh. We're in the money. I guess now it's 4K is what all the cool kids are doing. But anyways, whoa, what am I thinking? I'm about to like walk into a drug lab here with my sensors all bugging out. Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that the settings were so low. It was the first time that I've ever like messed around with streaming anything, you know. I wanted to kind of try it. In all honesty, I wanted to see about the possibility of kind of doing things like the Piracy Show, doing them live, and just kind of interacting with people rather than just kind of me sitting there and just rambling on. It might be my internet as well. I might have to knock things up a notch. I think that we're kind of at my upper limit, but then again, it could be the game too, because, you know, Star Citizen isn't the most optimized product on the net, you know. So hopefully it doesn't continue. I hope this is the drug pickup site. It should be. But then again, it may not be. This might just be a drug shipment that got kicked out. Whoops. I should probably be looking at where I'm flying. Yeah, no, this isn't the drug lab. This is just a rando mission. Okay. Let's boot that off there. Well, we're in stealth mode, and I don't see any contacts, so, I mean, God knows somebody could be just waiting for us. But chances are not. It'll be cool to see if this mission works. Just in case anybody from CIG ever watch... Oh, there's going to be a sunrise. That's going to be beautiful. But yeah, in case anybody from CIG is ever going to watch this video, red dot sights, dude. Red dot sights. Plays. Plays. I was hoping that this was the drug lab, because I wanted to just pick up a bunch of Widow and just dump it on Grim Hex and get paid. Oh well, we'll find our way back there again. I play at 1080. I don't play at 4K. I don't have, you know, quite the setup for it. Well, I mean, I do. I could. It's just, I tend to go a little, I tend to cheap out on the performance of, or my settings when I'm playing a game. Like a shittier game like World of Warcraft, I'll play that on Ultra, but a game like Star Citizen, I tend to try and hang middle-ish. I mean, I've got a 1070, I could go higher, but also I like to play at the same settings that I record at, so which is generally 1080. I don't really go for 4K because in the end, even if I did record at 4K, the software that I got, I don't think, at least not that I've seen, doesn't go all the way up to 4K, and realistically, you know, the size of the files that I create now are fairly big, so if I had to manage files that were even bigger just because of the higher resolutions, I would really need to change a lot of things and spend a lot of money. So in a long roundabout rambly way, yes, I play at 1080p. Engines on.
Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
God damn, it's such a good looking game. They ever get these frame rates and all these little problems sorted out? Oops. Of course, dude. You can't go to quantum when you're in stealth mode. Come on.
Quantum drive is
Amateur hour. Jeez. Yeah, if they ever get all these little bugs and all these problems nailed down, Star Citizen is going to friggin' just destroy, dude.
gear down.
People are going to be lining up around the block to play this fucking shit because add VR to it. If you could actually fly a ship and look around the cockpit like that live, god damn, dude. This game is just gonna fucking take over lives like nobody's business. Now, if I could actually see through that middle front window, I would have seen that rock coming up a lot sooner.
Automated landing.
But just so you know, if you're watching the stream and it's chopping up, the game chops up for me too. I mean, I suppose it seems like that bug has gone away. Oh wait, no, you're talking about your own. Yeah, working sniper optic. Actually, you know what? We can, I think. One sec. Oops, I'll just throw that package on the ground. It's not like it was important for anything. I think I can help you out here. Arrowhead enter. Yep, there's still. Wait, is there a scope on that? Let's see. No. Yeah, sorry, Mikey. There is no scope still on the sniper rifle. I wonder how that carried over from 3.0, but none of my other guns did. Like the one gun that I can't stand. Anyway. Let's get back to the matter here. Let's just make sure. Do we have the right rifle? Yeah, okay. It's weird that... well, you know what? It's that rifle and the, what is it, the P8 submachine gun. Both of them just don't have optics, which is weird. They just got like these iron sights, and you'd think a sniper rifle would get the optics, but the iron sights on the P8 are pretty garbage as well. The Custodian is actually surprisingly good in terms of... because it still has the little ring sights like the P4, so it still allows you to better, better acquire your target name versus the iron sights on that and the what is it called? The LH-86 combustion pistol. That one's kind of, I mean, realistic, but I mean. It feels a tiny bit obstructive, the sights. I wish that there's just something about the point of view over the pistol seems a little bit off for me, to be perfectly honest. If this actually works, this will be the first time a Grim Hex mission has ever worked for me in ever. I've seen these missions, wanted to do them, but you know, Johnny Fohawk in the command center over here, he never wants to take my package. LOL.
What can I do for you?
Make a delivery. Wait, is that, so is this, are we just walking through the process? There we go. Alright. Nice, that's... Thumbs up, CIG. Thumbs up. You can put it behind the counter so it can disappear and no one sees it and it doesn't break immersion. Well played. Well played indeed. Let's see what else is out there. Pirate missions, please. Who wants to go wreck diving? Wait. Let's... I've got an idea. Oh no, you know what? No. Because that means having to go to Olisar, and I don't want to go to that fucking toilet. I mean that wonderful place that is so good for PC performance. Let's see here. This might be it. What is the title of this mission for those who may want to write this down and know this for later? Takeaway. We are hopefully going to hit up, this is the elevator. Yeah, so this is the mission that should hopefully take us to one of the 2 drug labs on Yella that sells Widow. And maybe we can double down here and make a tidy little sum of money whilst completing the mission. Hopefully. Yeah, I think that it's the default settings for the game. It just, the title says Squadron 42/Star Citizen. I'm not entering that title. That's just, I guess, whatever. My dude, like, just open this friggin' door, please. That's weird that the headlights shone right through the friggin' the airlock door and right on me. But yeah, no, it's I guess the way CIG has it set up on YouTube is like Squadron 42/Star Citizen. They haven't really like split the 2 apart, and maybe, you know, there's a reason behind that, that, you know, they kind of want them to feed off of each other, because there's going to be people who are going to be like, oh, I want to play Squadron 42, and there are going to be other people out there who want to play Star Citizen, and they might hear it under a different name, but to tie both names together kind of brings those audiences together. So probably just like a little bit of a marketing ploy or tool, not like in a negative way, but just, you know, a smart way to kind of bring the audience together if they've heard it under a different name.
Launch complete.
Alright. Let's see if we can find ourselves a friendly little drug lab.
Thank you. Please visit again.
Oh, thank you.
Landing gear up.
Alright. Let's...
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah. I don't know. This seems fairly similar to the site that I hit up before. It could be the drug lab, it might not be. I mean, I have the coordinates here in my book, but...
Quantum drive is now off.
let's see if we can't skimp it. Let's see if we can't just go right to it. Save having to do the whole... is it here? Is it? Nah, I think this is the... well, wait. Nakamura Valley. This might actually be the lab. The frame rate that I'm getting varies because so at some points I'll be running silky smooth at like 60 FPS, and then at other times it bogs right down. I don't think that it really is me. I think that it is the this might be, we might actually have gotten the drug lab, ladies and gentlemen. We might. The mathematics might be good. But yeah, I think that it's the servers. It's a problem with the servers. Something's going on, that things are randomly spawning. Mike was here earlier in chat. He saw it, like pirate ships were spawning all over me, like tons of them. And that was really bogging me down. And when I was playing in Korea earlier, that was really bogging me down too. So I think that it's a server issue right now, but hopefully it seems like right now we're good. Yeah, it has been a bit of an unusual stream. Well, unusual in the fact that I'm actually streaming as well. Yeah. I think that we are on track here. Of course, the more I kind of invest in that statement, the more I might make myself look like an idiot if it turns out that it isn't. But I don't know, it feels good, man. Nakamura is positionally, I think, correct for this being the actual drug lab. But then again, getting there, we might find that we're not the only one doing this, so... And who knows, someone might be out there looking for me right now, which will make things a lot more exciting and interesting. Speaking of which... Engage cloaking device. Actually, you know, I'm glad that we don't have cloaking devices in this game. I really, really am. I love the fact that that if we can zoom in here on these wonderful and useful MFDs, like when you're looking at heat, EM, IR, I love the fact that you can micromanage these and drive that signature even lower. I really, really do. I love that level of intricacy. I can't wait to get proper systems in place that we can play with these values a little bit more. I mean, I realize that the IR and the heat are up because, of course, I'm afterburning at 925. But I would love to play with those more. I would like to get more information, like the details on what exactly is considered the stealth threshold. And I would like to see more in-depth information on what's going on with this and how we can manipulate it more. But I guess we got to wait until the game is a lot more fleshed out. But we can always do this. But I think that causes heat to build up, and so eventually you have to pay a tax for suppressing your IR. And even then, EM signature is always going to be big because, you know, Cutlass, she got kind of a big ass. Pirate Tsunami. That's a good name for it. Oh, we're hitting atmosphere. Let's see. Someone's beeping me on the phone. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. No. Never mind.
Landing gear down.
Let's drop that speed right down.
Landing gear up.
So this really is the danger of approaching sites like this, is because you kind of want to get in and you want to check the area out, but at the same time, every second that you're sitting at one of these sites, the clock is ticking. That's every second is like another possibility, another roll of the dice that things can go wrong. So it's this weird kind of game that you have to play. Which builds up the tension and makes it, much more real and much more immersive experience, obviously. and I like that. But at the same time, if you linger too long, you're taking too many chances. If you go in too quick, you're taking too many chances. What's just right? It's hard to tell. Ordinarily, I'd go out into third-person mode for this right now, but obviously I want to have my eyes on the sensors. I want to know if there's a contact. Let's turn on the lights. Yeah, lights are on. Damn, Drake looks good in the dark, baby. This is one of those times where it's like you kind of wish those panels weren't there. So look, now we can see where we're trying to fly to without actually having to nose down into the ground.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, my frame rate seems to stutter here and there. But I think it's just right now, I think what's going on is it's hopefully loading up a drug lab, and yep, I think it's a very, potentially very well lit drug lab, but a drug lab nonetheless, I believe. Now, if we were on the light side of the planet, I could be a little bit more cavalier with this approach, and I could, just kind of cruise in, drop it, and then just plunk her down on the ground, run in, grab the goods, and get the F out of town. But unfortunately, actually, is this? I don't remember this drug lab. This isn't the actual, like, the one where we buy Widow. This is something different. So who knows? Maybe we'll be left alone here.
Landing complete.
I hate the fact that ships always float up and I gotta turn the damn engines off. Well, on Yella especially, for some reason, the gravity is just non-existent on this planet. Hey, our wing disappeared. But Then, oh yeah, we did restart in between now and then. For those of you who don't know, early in the stream I collided with a pirate fighter and apparently had one of the wings stuck in the little turret assembly there. Fun times, fun times. Yeah, shitty. This isn't a good drug lab. Wait. Oh, this is the pickup site. Unless somebody's already been here and picked it up. Or the mission be broke. Yep. That's great. That's fantastic. Okay, sure. I mean, yeah. I guess we don't have to worry about running into anybody here now. No, that's seriously disappointing. Yeah. Unfortunately, the mission selection is kind of garbuncle as well, so what we're going to do is we are going to close this door. We're going to get off of this snowball. And let's see.
Engines offline. Engines online. Launch complete.
All right, let's grab one of these wreck diving missions. Starfarer, Freelancer, where is it? Let's take them both and let's see which one is in the shittier spot. It's one of these. Oh, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all. If that's where I think it is. I think that's challenging. Ooh, we might get interdicted though on the way. I wonder if this could be a good wreck site. If it's the wreck site that I'm thinking about, this could be the Freelancer that got smashed into by like a couple of cutlasses, and they're all just kind of like scattered. Oh, hey, guess what, guys? If you take it out of stealth mode, you can actually use your quantum drive. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, interesting.
Quantum drive is
So yeah, so this could be the Freelancer that got smashed by a couple of cutlasses, and usually that wreck site is pretty good for getting yourself back on your feet, money-wise, if you like, if you do shit like I do, and then you go out with 12,000 and you spend it all on goods, and then you blow up, it's a great place to go to recover. It's always a good idea to find like a couple of wreck sites that don't come up on the mission table all that often, and then you can just kind of hit them up whenever you need extra money. But the game's stable enough that usually it doesn't happen too often.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Land claims are going to be, I think, an interesting situation. I wonder how that is all going to play out. I mean, in legitimate space, because like I've been looking at it and I've been thinking, you know, what constitutes, you know, what can you build on that site, and what constitutes like a non-criminal site. Like if I set up a site like, say, the Rayari Labs, where they make medical supplies, and technically are like one of the farms where they make, you know, foodstuffs, but there's also other things that you can make at those sites. I wonder where that line would be crossed, because if you could sit there and just set up a site that was in I wouldn't say in an illegal industry, but perhaps in a vice industry, in the way that, you know, certain things like alcohol or tobacco or whatever are legal, though frowned upon. If you could set up an industry like that in the system and just make money that way, and everybody knows, oh, you know, go to such and such's base on Chelon and you can get like booze for like only 4 UEC, which is less than the average that you buy from a supplier, and you can sell it at, you know, wherever, Grimhex or whatever, for like 10. I wonder if that would be a viable thing. Like you could actually set up like a full-on operation. Or a full-on drug lab, I mean, yeah. Actually, you know what? I am going to go AFK while I make this approach. Give me about 30 seconds, guys. I'll be right back.
Contact.
Alright, I'm back. Let's see. Oh no, what you might be seeing, Scott, is the double posting. I've started and stopped this stream a few times to adjust the quality. This is the first time that I've ever actually streamed anything. So it's probably just YouTube spamming you saying, oh my god, he's streaming. Go check it out. And they're just, you know, inundating you with social media regurgitation type shit. It's not intentional. It's just I didn't realize that at the beginning like, well, the game kind of fucked up on me a couple of times, and I didn't do the settings right, so this was all streaming out to everybody at like 480, 480p, like this is 1997 or some shit. So we had to click it off and change it for that a couple of times to get that right. But hopefully we're stable now. Jeez, it's almost lunchtime too. A Banu merchantman as a floating trade ship is an interesting idea. I'm really wondering how the Banu merchantman is going to play out for that. I want to see how they flesh out the shops within the ship. I mean, we got that one shot right around the time of the anniversary sale. And, it kind of showed, like, this mall-ish interior. Like, there was some concept art, and then we got that one kind of gray boxed image that really was, like, that was like, dude, that could be the bottom of someone's shoe. Like, give us a little more meat and potatoes than that. And I would like to know more about how that's all organized. Like, can you go to, let's say, Taserface Inc. has a base where a lot of their pilots hang out. Can you, like, float in there and just plunk your ship down on the landing pad and be like, hey guys, guns, 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 who needs guns? It's going to be really interesting to see how that shakes out. Not just, like, the structure within the ship. Could, like, different guys open a shop within your ship and just kind of sublet? Or, would that type of industry develop organically within the game? I think that's also an interesting question. I would like to see the answer to. But I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see. Ooh, we're getting a bit of a frame rate stutter. Let's see. Oh, and we're also right on top of the site and almost doing 1,000 meters per second. That's smart. Slow down, slow down, slow down. So, wait. Okay, so that wreck site is over, one of those wreck sites over by Delamar. And shits to that, dude. We ain't going to no fucking Delamar. Yeah, exactly. Your name is Taserface. I only want them to know one thing. Tell them that Taserface, and everybody's cracking up. And yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, that was such a good thing. I loved that little bit because it just kind of kept hitting throughout the film. Taserface? What kind of name is Taserface? But yeah, I would really like to be able to see how that whole industry is going to shake out in the future. Like, could there be an industry like that where people could just become like traveling merchants with the Banu Merchantman, and could people sublet shops within the Banu Merchantman if it's going to have like a bit of a mall-like interior? I wonder. It would be an interesting life. It would be an interesting way to explore the game. That's kind of one of my big beefs with Elite Dangerous, is that for all the cool shit that there is going on in that game, it feels removed. It just doesn't really feel like a real world. Even I would say even games like GTA Online and friggin' WoW have more immersion than Elite Dangerous. I'm probably getting myself in so much trouble by saying that. What do you mean? It's my favorite game. But yeah, It's just the way you kind of navigate through menus and all that stuff. It just doesn't really feel. But then again, here I am flying a spaceship in third person, so what the fuck do I know? I've dabbled with Elite Dangerous a couple of times, and I looked at it and I went, oh, you know what? That Anaconda ship looks really good. How much does it cost? Nah, no, no, no. Ooh. And we're the only ones here. So that means either one of two things. Either that mission was fresh, or we have visitors on the way, folks. Oh, of course, the cargo is up inside of the ship. Yeah. That's a mission crate. We don't need that. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Well, at least this is better than, like, I don't know if you guys remember the original crash sites in the original Crash Starfarer that was over on Delamar. It's better than that, at least a little bit, but this is not going to be fun. At least we're in light armor so we can run around without becoming, like, exhausted and collapsing. But now we got to find a way into the wreck. It's like a little puzzle. Wait. Here we go. I really should have worn a spacesuit with a flashlight on it. Yeah. That would have made some sense. It's okay. We got all kinds of free time right now, right? It's not like the clock is ticking or anything like that. It's a heck of a time to think of doing this. Come on. Come on. There we go. The worst part about this is that sometimes the little flashlight doesn't translate with the suits of armor. I'm not sure if it's related to the undersuit, but we've changed that as well. But sometimes you just don't get it, and we didn't get it. But then when you log back into the game, you do get it. So, oh well, at least we're better outfitted. So this is probably gonna. Oh. Let's see. Is the stream going? Not going? I can't tell. Supposedly I'm still broadcasting. Chat's still going. Sorry. Yeah, my flashlight seems to be kind of going a little bit nutty. Some suits it works on, some suits it doesn't. It seemed like at one point in 3.0 it was just sticking a flashlight on every suit and you could actually go and buy one in the shop. But then, okay, cool. Yeah, you can hear me kind of getting a little distracted there because I'm like, am I actually live? Wait. I'm not. I got an idea. Where was that door? It's over here, right? In this thing? It's not like our eyes adjust to the dark. I'm almost totally getting lost here. Oh, I'm on stairs. Sorry, I know this must look terrible for you guys. I'm trying to make it as quick as possible. There we go. What do you know? The energy pistol is actually good for... Oh. It's actually good for something. Oh, man. Did I ever tell you guys how much I thoroughly dislike the interior of this ship? The idea of designing it like an FPS level? Brilliant. Isn't there like a staircase over here or something? God damn this ship. Wait. I think... God, this must look just absolutely awful on stream. I'm almost afraid to look at the chat right now. No. That wasn't going to happen, but we might be able to do something else. At least there's like loot lying around here. What I am thinking is, you know, earlier in the stream when we were parked at Grim Hex, we ran into a situation where the headlights from a Cutlass were shining into the airlock while we were trying to operate it. So what I am thinking is, if we get into
Engines offline.
the Cutlass now, are they...
Engines online. Landing complete.
If we get into the
Launch
Cutlass now
complete.
and turn the headlights on the ship, if that might not illuminate the interior as well, just because of that bug.
Landing complete.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it sounds like utterly stupid, but unless transitioning in and out of this seat gives me my flashlight back, which it didn't, hopefully this works. Or, you know, CIG, if you're listening, flashlights on guns. Flashlights on guns. You know, I always think that, like, when people have said, you know, oh, you should stream, and I'm like, no, I don't think that. Oh, wait, check it out. I think we did it. Yeah, I think we're good. Wait, maybe not. Maybe we're stuck in the wreckage. Stop it. Let me go. Damn you. Stop. Yeah, that wasn't annoying. Not at all. But yeah, I think we did it, guys. I think we pulled this off. But anyways, yeah, like one of the reasons I've always been so resistant to streaming is I just don't think I would be that interesting to watch, because it's basically like it's basically it would basically like be watching me trying to figure things out, like trying to do a Rubik's Cube or something like that. What do you know? What do you know? Look at that. Look at that. We can actually see where we're going. Contract failed, takeaway. Yeah, whatever. Oh wait, isn't it over here? That stupid thing. That stupid thing. Wait. Oh, stop it. Give me my lights back. I'd probably like... Oh, there we are. Nope. I think we're good. What's the most expedient way out of the ship? Here we are. Did we break our legs? No, we didn't break our legs. Yeah, exactly. Hashtag flashlights on guns. Actually, you know what? I mean, we're here. I'll go grab a couple extra of these crates. Just the ones that are not... We're not going into the ship. We're not going into that fucking dog's breakfast again. We're just gonna grab anything that's just laying loose on the ground. I mean, we're here, so... But not any mission crates. I could hear the, the emergency beacon of the ship, but it's way up there inside of all the crap, and I don't want to go digging around. But this is a commodity. What? Hey. What? Am I holding a This is a commodity. Alright. I think there probably should be a little blue crate of like fluorine or chlorine right over here. Yep, there we go. Well, let's see. Sorry, I bought a helmet that looks like flashlights on both sides of the head, but turn them on, forget it. Yeah, no. The weird thing is the flashlights on the Defiance helmet, only on one side do they work, and it seems like, I don't know. I think it's a spawning error within the game. Like sometimes like when you originally put the suit on, when you transition from a suit that doesn't have flashlights to one that does, you don't get the flashlights until you log out and log back in. That seems to be an error, but I don't know. I mean, it's really kind of hard to track the game's performance in certain respects because we're just getting out of here. so many things are in flux and so many things change, and sometimes you're looking at something and you're going, is that a feature or a bug? I can't really tell. It's something of a mystery. Just rearrange myself in the chair here. We're going to yellow. Or no, wait. Are we going to yellow? Yeah, we're going to yellow. Yeah, delivery drop off. We're going to yellow.
Quantum drive is now on. Deck impact warning. Quantum drive is now off.
Oh yeah, we're gonna drop this off at. This isn't going to Griminy Hex. This is going someplace else. Okay.
Quantum drive is now on.
This should get us a little bit closer.
Quantum drive is now off.
No problem, Crichton. Thanks for watching. I wonder what this site is going to end up being. I wonder if it's like a little crack house or if it's going to end up being like a proper drug lab that we've been trying to kind of, in a roundabout way, that we've been trying to get to without having to use the coordinates. Go fetch. This is probably it right here. Oh, no. Equals super legit. Yeah, this is the mission I think that you go to Daymar and they kill you. All of a sudden, friggin' Cutlass comes out of nowhere and blows you up. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, Mike. I'll do it again. I'll see. I want to go back. I want to fix a few things because the chat overlay isn't working. Like I'm playing the game and I'm watching you guys chat on my tablet, just because there's supposed to be an overlay in game that isn't working. I mean, I'm doing this all through the NVIDIA Shadowplay deal, so I gotta go and dig up some more information on it. Hope you enjoyed it, though. Let's see. Goddamn, I wish they would put I wish they would put side door guns on like they've been talking, like in like a Huey, having the guns facing out the side doors. I would really like to see that, you know, just like a light machine gun or something. We're supposed to be getting a light machine gun, I think, in 3.2. Correct me if I'm wrong. There is supposed to be an LMG coming to the game. Hmm. Now let's see. Let's see. How far is this? One good thing about these panels is that they allow you to kind of highlight the text so you can see it. But we are going too fast.
Landing gear down. Landing gear up.
Is this the drug lab? No, it can't be. It might be. No, no, I don't think that. If it is, it's not one that I've seen before. That's weird. No, I think this is actually the place that we hit up earlier. Yeah, so if I remember earlier in the stream, we plunked down right beside that rock. Still got the headlights on. Turn those out. Let's see. I hear landing gear helps when you're trying to land on a plane. I don't know where I heard that from, but... Plunk. Go. Stop it. Stop with your rapscallionism. Wait. No. This thing glitched out. Are you serious? Come on. There. Wonder if we can buy anything here. Unless this is, no, it might be the same site that we were at earlier. I mean, it's like tract housing. Yeah, no, Scott Legend, yeah, they did fix the delivery missions. We've done a couple of them so far on stream. They're working, which is nice. The rewards are pretty fucking pathetic. Pretty fucking pathetic, but yeah, they work. They work. Just the economy needs a minor adjustment. Let's see if I can just plunk this down here and get my money. Now these were originally the missions, the one that I'm doing now, these were originally the ones that worked. But yeah, even the ones where you gotta go into Grim Hags or Olisar and deliver shit to people, those work now. Yeah, you know what? This probably isn't worth shit anyways, but I'm gonna keep it as a little souvenir. Alright. Let's get off the surface of the planet. It might be the stream, honestly. I might not have things set up fully correctly. There are points where it stutters out, and there are times when it smooths out. Compared to the way it was previously, I would say that the frame rates are better. But if you then leave this game and then go play a AAA title that is, you know, running as intended, yes. This game will look like crap because of, you know, these constant stutters like I'm having right exactly now. It's kind of sad because, I mean, when it is working and when it's running beautifully and smoothly, it is amazing to look at. It's just when it's not, it's pretty brutal. Also, great idea to have all of this in the same color, you know, so it matches up the UI of your ship and kind of gets jumbled up in it. That's a fantastic idea. Let's see. What do we got here? You get gold shipment. Let's see. I'm not too sure about this. Oh, dude. This might be a good mission. This might be a really good mission. If I remember this one correctly, this is one that, this is a rec site that I hit up with an org member about approximately like 2 weeks ago. This is a Connie that went into a space battle with some pirate ships, and there's just There's shit everywhere. There's loot everywhere at this
Drive
site.
is now on.
And the good news is the interdictions appear to be gone. Now watch me get interdicted. Cut it. That's good. But yeah, if I know this wreck site, if this is the wreck site that I'm thinking, we might actually have to write this shit down because this is a really good wreck site and I lost it when I originally recorded its
Drive is
location.
now off.
If this is the place, this place is fucking dope. Ticking along at a fairly good speed here. Yeah, our freight rates are really fucking suffering right now. Sorry, I bumped the mic. Let's see. I'm hoping this is the site. Where am I? Okay, that's the freelancer demo. So let's put this one on the next page. Don't you just love it when your pen just vanishes on you? Perfect timing. There it is. Alright. Okay. So... Hey, Nasibo. I would kind of agree with the general speed boost. I think that I think one of the big issues to overcome is the way that the way that the pilots, the characters react to the G-forces. I understand the need for it. I understand that because it kind of puts a hard limit on exactly what you can do with a ship and all these wild and crazy maneuvers that you can pull off. It still kind of keeps it grounded in realism. And so having crazy speed boosts would be an insane thing. But I was actually talking about this earlier in stream with Mike, MF Panic, who was in earlier. There's like an arcade machine in Rudo's shop and stuff like that. I would love to have, I would love to get one of those things, when we get these, pieces of hanger flare that they give us for whatever. I would love to have, one of those arcade machines inside my ship, even right now inside the Cutlass. Just put it right next to the gun racks up against the wall. So that when you are making these long flights, there's something to do around the ship while you're going from point A to point B. Because if you look at... you look at the flight times that we got right now just to Delamar, and then you look at the whole solar system, and you look at, oh my god, ArcCorp's all the way on the other side. You're going to need, little distractions like that on your ship when you're not watching the warp effect, rushing past your head. Which I honestly, I kind of prefer the quantum effect in the old like in the 2.6 series of patches. This quantum effect is kind of, yeah, I'm not a fan. It's kind of overwrought. It looks a little too Star Trek-y and not really. This game feels a little bit more like it's a little bit more rooted in realism, and that warp effect of more quantuming kind of pulls me out. It looks very artificial, and you got these weird little sparklers dangling off of various control surfaces of your ship. It can be kind of, I don't know, blah. Yeah, I'm starting to notice a frame rate drop here. I don't know if you guys are getting it. I'll look into it. I'll see with the mic. I'll want to watch the stream afterwards and see how the mic came through. Like, I don't have like a pop filter or any of that. Like, I'm not a streamer, you know. I was just goofing around and ended up just kept leaving the stream up and playing. And people were chatting, so I was like, yeah, I wanted to kind of explore and see what it was like. Really, all the sound? It might be the stream itself then. Because the game is stuttering, and so it might be translating that as some kind of audio fuck up in the background. When it kind of compresses it and puts it into a stream and sends it out to all you wonderful people. It'd be really awesome if we had like an infrared overlay so I could actually see what I was flying into. Just a suggestion. That's cool. I mean, I would rather know that there is an issue than you know, not know, and because no one wanted to, everyone was afraid to hurt my feelings. Even though, you know, my feelings are easily hurt, my emotions are soft and delicate, like a flower. Well, I should actually speed up a little bit. It's going to take forever at this speed. Let's see how much closer we can get. Let's see. My headlights are on, right? Let's see. Yep, they are now. I know I've said this in videos before, but this is one of the things that I love, is that this really kind of looks like when you're watching those National Geographic specials and they're like looking for like the Bismarck or the Titanic at the bottom of the ocean. This is very much what this reminds me of. But yep, this is the site. My dudes, this is the site. Wrecked Cutlass, wrecked Cutlass. Yeah, this is it. I don't know if you're watching right now, Foo, but if you are, found it again. This site is loaded with goodies. So, good location to recover from any accidents that you have. Let's get the landing gear out. this frame rate should now die. And hopefully get a little bit better. All right. Cargo, yeah. No. For some reason it's not giving us locations anymore. Let's get in the pilot seat. Yeah, alright. Okay, Galit Farms. 449. Yeah, shit, they're all behind us. Let's get off the ground again.
Offline. Engines online. Landing complete. Launch complete.
Okay, we need at least 3 coordinates to make this work. So we can do that thing called triangulation. Alright, Ashburn. Channel is 328. Terra Mills is 360. And Flanagan's Ravine, so that is our touchstone there. Flanagan's is only 57.7 kilometers away. So that is kind of like our starting point. 57.7. And let's get one more and try not to bounce our ship off the ground. Magoti, Galit, we'll just do Galit. Or Galete, I don't know. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your native tongue and offending you. 449. Yeah, so we got 4 coordinates there. That should be good enough to track down this site for anybody who's watching. They can find it, and I just broadcast on stream exactly where I am if somebody wants to come and fuck with me. That's smart. Oh, shit. Well, then we gotta be quick, don't we? So we're a man on a mission. And that mission is hijinks. Yeah, colored wireframe, sorry, I kind of dabbled it out of the chat. I have to follow you guys on the tablet because I don't have an overlay. Something I'll work on when I do this next time. Yeah, like some kind of cheap wireframe, even like a 1980s style wireframe, or just a very low-res color map, kind of thermal imaging, to kind of just give you some reference to the ground would be ideal. And look at all the crates. Oh, you know what we should do though is we should look for a black box. Get one of those to decorate the interior of our ship with. Come on, stop with these shenanigans. Did we get our flashlight back? No, we didn't. No, after we get all this delivered, I think... Yeah, the Vanguard. I see what you're saying in there in chat. The Vanguard is really a weird situation. I'm not sure what happened with that ship, because it seemed to be like the ship where CIG kind of had the right idea, but then they I don't know. It just it seems to me like such a missed opportunity, because it was supposed to be originally what we voted on was the twin engine long range fighter. That's what we voted on. twin engine long range fighter. You can go back. It's like November 2014 is when we, was it November 2014 when we voted on it? Twin engine long range fighter, originally called the Bulldog. It was a week before they did the Herald sale. And if I remember correctly. But somehow it became the deep space heavy fighter, and it just became this big bulky thing. Like, I was expecting something that really was like a P-38 or a BF-110. And instead it's like we got the P-61 Black Widow, you know what I mean? Like, we got this big bulky thing that I don't know. It just feels like it just became bloated and unnecessarily so. Like, 'cause I thought it was originally going to have, like, drop tanks on it and all kinds of cool shit, but yeah, it just went into a really weird direction, and I tried to like it. I tried to love it, but the gun placement on it is so juicy and so sweet, but the rest of it is just garbuncles. Sir? Sorry, I'm just looking for something cool to stick in my ship, a nice little souvenir to keep. And then we'll bounce, we'll hit the road. And I think I gotta get some lunch. I'd like the P-61 Black Widow, don't get me wrong, that's a beautiful night fighter, but, you know, it's kind of like the difference between the P-61 and the P-38 is night and day in terms of size, and I think that's kind of what happened. Is like, I don't know, maybe me internally, I was expecting the P-38 and we got the P-61 and said, wow, the frame rates are really starting to hit the toilet right now. Maybe there isn't. There's got to be some kind of a souvenir I can pull out of this. Then again, got to realize that every second that I'm here, I'm exposing myself to more risk, so. Oh well. We'll just take someone else's mission crate. Or, oh, you know what? This is toxic waste. I know where we can dump this. Actually, no, we still have crime stat rating and I don't want to get shot at. We'll carry it around. Toxic waste is fun stuff to have, you know. You never know when you're going to need it. But yeah, the Vanguard, I don't know, it just seems like a wasted opportunity. In the end, I kind of felt like the community voted on something, and then it kind of got co-opted to suit what someone else wanted for a different ship. Almost like someone wasn't happy with another gunship style ship and decided to take the twin engine long range fighter and turn it into their version of that. Sorry. My mic cracking more. I know that what they're doing right now with the Freelancer is that they are going into production at some point this year. They are supposed to be getting the Freelancer variants done, or at least starting them at some point this year, but you know, they can say that they're going to do that, but it's like anything. It can start and stop like 50,000 times. At one point, like, they were doing like this shit. This little funny sparklies like I was talking about before. Like, at one point, they were doing the Cutlass Blue and the Cutlass Red, and we were seeing almost finished models of those in the white box phase. And then all of a sudden, CIG went, "Oh no, we want the Constellation Phoenix instead, right?" So this friggin' my ship is shooting off confetti in space. Super immersive. But yeah, no. So what's happening with the Freelancer is, like, they have said that they're aiming to get the Freelancers done, but when? I don't know, but a rework of the Freelancer? I don't think so. I mean, the rework of the Cutlass was, I mean, you saw how ugly that got, right? That shit was pretty fucking out of control, the way it ended up in the forums. Sorry, it looks like I'm just flipping my ship all over the place here. It's just because I've got a huge frame rate drop and I'm just trying to deal with that and get oriented. There we go. Alright, now I just need... So yeah, I mean, like a rework of the Cutlass was like pulling teeth. So to get CIG to rework the Freelancer at the point where it's already been delivered, that seems like kind of an uphill battle. And at this point, is it one that you really want to fight? You have to ask yourself, because if you go on the forums and if you disagree about anything about any CIG ship, you're gonna get slammed. I mean, I'm used to it, but if you create a thread and you say, hey, you know, I've noticed a few things about this ship that I think if we made a few minor changes, it would improve it for everybody, and you will just get torn up because you're insulting the artist and you're mean and you're nasty, because automatically if you don't like something, that means you're shaking hands with Derek Smart every morning. But you know, then there's other people who just want to troll you. So I mean, if you really want something that bad, you've got to be willing to fight for it and deal with some people in the community who are just bonkers. I mean, there are great people in there. There are a lot of great people who will give you constructive feedback and say, had you considered this? Had you considered that? I mean, I get it in the comments of my videos all the time. But there are people out there who just, like, if you say, I would like to see some changes made to the Freelancer, they will flip their fucking lids on you, because they'll just say, like, no, the Freelancer is the greatest ship ever. It is my dream come true. How dare you suggest that we move, you know, these switches from this panel to that panel. Rapscallionism, I say. So, I mean, it is what it is. Exactly. The Freelancer does look like something made out of Play-Doh. I said it once in a video and I thought I was going to get slammed for it, but I don't know. Like, I don't get that many views, so maybe I escaped, but I once referred to the Freelancer as basically like a turd that someone had just chromed. Like someone had taken a human turd and dipped it in chrome. And that, because it's just this kind of like lump, you know? I love the ship. I love the functionality. I love the fact that you can carry a ship within a ship and all that cool stuff with it. You can put a space bike in it. You can do cargo. It's got a heck of a lot of combat potential. But it looks like... Oh my god. Its appearance in every form is... It's just terrible. It really is. It just looks so bad. I know I sound like such a jerk right now. I know there's someone out there who probably was like, I did the artwork on the original Freelancer, or there's probably someone in the UK working on it right now. And they're probably like, oh, this is going to be great. And it's like, you can't polish a turd, dude. It's such an ugly ship. It really is such an ugly ship, you know? I feel like such a dick. Exactly, yeah. Poop emoji. It's the flying poop emoji. That's what it is. The Cutlass is the flying 99% emoji. The Freelancer is the poop emoji. I've been hearing a lot of things though, like a lot of people have been getting kind of iffy on their connies, their constellations. I don't know if it's bugs with the elevators or whatnot, but I know that a lot of people are not feeling that ship anymore, and been hearing some of the same shit about the Retaliator as well. Like a lot of people are unhappy with that ship. I never really was a big fan of the Constellation. I like the turret layout on it. I really do. I think that could make that ship very interesting in combat. Definitely. But I've never really felt the design, I know that it was supposed to be Star Citizen's Millennium Falcon. I'm not there. I don't see it. It just seems cumbersome to me. Oh, well, we're flying in at 800 meters a second. We got 80 kilometers to go, and I got to plug in my phone, so this should be interesting. Be right back. Oh, have we crashed yet? Nope, almost. Sorry, come back. How far are we away? I remember one of the first times that I took the Caterpillar out when we got 3.0, and I was afterburning into the atmosphere of Daymar. And the ship just didn't stop. It just went and went and went right into the surface of the planet. It just... Oh, God. I really hope they get that ship fixed, like the doors and all that, because I would love to load up a couple of dragonflies on it and just have some fun. I'd also like to see the tractor beams work. I think that one of the interesting things about the Caterpillar is, like, when we went to that wreck site earlier and we were kind of in and out, but if you could hover over that wreck site and then you could have one guy on the tractor beam on the right and one guy on the tractor beam on the left and use those to just kind of pick up all the crates off the ground, that might make that kind of looting mission, more efficient. If you could do that and just kind of toss them up on the little gated walkways, or the doors, as they open up, they become more or less like a patio, or what am I thinking of, a balcony, sort of like if you could just end up just dropping the little crates or the little pieces onto that, and then people could walk up, pick them up, stack them up neatly. I think that would be really interesting. I'd like to see all those things working. I would love to see working tractor beams, especially in 3.1, but since it isn't on the thingamajig, the roadmap for 2018, I don't know what the chances are. Oh, really? Warning? Collision warning? Let's see where we are here. little forward speed. Move our camera around. There we go. Yeah, cutting it close. Yeah. I mean, we can afford to do that, though. It's not like all this counts. I mean, by 3.1, they'll whatever money I've made, they'll just erase it again, and then I'll start the whole process again. But it does make it a little bit more exciting. Never been to this location before. This is like a, like almost like a James Bond villain type location. You know, like a little fortress up on the hill. Wonder how you would park a Pioneer on terrain like this and build a house. Whoops! Come on, frame rates. Stop with me. Ooh, that was almost a no-no. There we go. Oop. Did we hit it? Yeah, we did. Just a little. There. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, what do you mean, like engineering gameplay? You mean like working in like the engineering department of a much larger ship? Like, and, well, yeah. I guess it's self-evident. Yeah, exactly. Jump out of the back of the Cutlass on skis. Like, what was that, what was the James Bond, it's the one with Barbara Bach, the James Bond movie, when he takes the skis and he jumps off the edge of the cliff, and he's got the Union Jack as his parachute. Oh fuck! What was the name of that one? It wasn't For Your Eyes Only. Oh man. Okay, this isn't spooky at all. This place has clearly seen better days. Alright, I'll take it. Oh, you mean like the Pioneer, like engineering, like building bases and whatnot? Is that like what you're talking about? No, Her Majesty's Secret Service. That was the one with George Lazenby. That was that kind of oddball one. Geez, the frame rates are really dying. Oh, yeah, we seem to have gotten a little bit better, but no. God damn it, Barbara Bach. She played Agent Triple X. It was her boyfriend that came after Bond right in the beginning, and Bond ends up killing him, and so she has to go on a mission with him. But she promises to kill him before the end of it. It was the one where they're stealing nuclear submarines. They had the big tanker ship, and it was gobbling up all the nuclear subs. But anyway, we're talking about Star Citizen. The Spy Who Loved Me. There you go. There you go. That's the one. That was a good flick. I like those Bond films. I mean, I know a lot of people are like, oh no, Sean Connery was the best. He's the only Bond. I mean, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, not a big fan, but I did like Roger Moore. He was funny, and those were when I was a kid, so I always found watching those flicks really funny. They were a little bit more comedy oriented when Roger Moore was Bond, at least in my opinion. All right, let's see what else is out there. No, those are legit missions. Take away. Nine Tails are looking to relocate valuable crate. Grab it from a stash house on Chellin. No. Might need some product moved from somewhere private to a shelter on Daymar. Shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, that's about to run out. Well. I don't know. Yeah, Roger Moore was. I never really got to see that show the same. I have to be honest with you. I never saw that. I did see the Val Kilmer movie in the '90s, which apparently didn't do it justice, but it was interesting. It had the girl from Karate Kid in it, Elizabeth Shue. Oh man. We're doing this again. We're doing the interdictions again.
Quantum drive is now on.
You know what? F this noise. Let's make some money. Like these missions are fine and all, but
Quantum drive is now off.
they don't pay for shit. Where is the closest farm? Galit. This is okay. This should get us close.
Quantum drive.
We're gonna go grab some booze and sell it to our wonderful friends on Grimhacks. We're gonna supply our Hexagon friends with some hooch, some space hooch. I mean, these missions are fun and all, and it's nice to test that they work, but it'd be nice if they paid us more than a nickel. Realistically, 155 credits and dog shit money in this one. I mean, these guys, no shit. They like all these missions that we're doing, all these little missions. Bare minimum, multiply the credit worth of all these missions by 10. Bare minimum. Let's see. So Galit Farm should be good. I mean, there's stims there, but we still have some crime stat rating, and I'm not going to to get rid of it. Because every time I go to get rid of my crime stat rating, while I'm in there doing it, someone just basically like floats up and just knocks my ship off. And stims, for some funny reason, only sell on Olisar. You'll only get what you paid for them at the other places. So it looks like we're just going to be selling hooch. Sorry for my drinking. Yeah, I mean, if players can make the products, I mean, like if you can buy an acreage within the game, an acreage, if you can settle on your own ranch out on the frontier and get a good acreage, but if you can like get a solid piece of land and you could actually sit there and like put down like all those little pods and start to grow whatever you need to grow to make whatever you need to make. I mean, things like that. And players could drive that economy. Like someone could build a huge farm and they could make this place where someone could go with even an entire caterpillar, pick up a full load of booze and then just, plunk it all off at one location. I would like to see that type of economy. I would like to see an economy where players can, where someone, let's say if someone owns a herald and they're a hacker, I would like to see an economy where someone could legit, like what I was just talking about, where I was like, I don't want to go to Korea because it's a bunch of bullshit, da 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 da. If there was legitimately someone out there who could sneak past Korea in a herald and just remotely hack my security rating for, say, 5,000 credits, I would do that. I'd be like, here you go, dude, no problem. Drop my security rating for me. With service beacons, we might start to see that, with player-issued missions, we might start to see some stuff like that. But, that requires, of course, systems in the game that just are not here. Hacking, not here. Service beacons, not here. So, I mean, to a certain degree in the NPC missions, you could say that they are, but in terms of player-created stuff, it's just not here. Not one thing that I would desperately love to see in the player economy right now, like if I could put the hammer down and say this is something that we need, is players need to be able to exchange money with each other. They need that shit really, really bad. Because if I want to get people to come on my ship and help out and operate various systems and stuff like that, I can't say, by the way, you're going to be making no money for this. Or here's a crate of random minerals that I found. Take this as a token of my gratitude and affection. Thank you. No. We need to be able to open just a very basic trade window and just give people money. We need that shit. I know that, CIG likes to make everything through these amazing dynamic interfaces that are so well lit and so well suited to the mood and the temperament of the era and beautiful and all that, but can we please just get a basic trade window? This, let's do that, let's make it interesting. There it is. sometimes when you change directions a little too much like this, it gets a little difficult to orientate yourself. Yeah, that's another thing. If we could really get in this game, which would be solid landing tools. Oops, I think I am, really off on my. There we go. Let's see here. Come on. There we go. How much is it? 6? Oh. Ooh, wait a minute. I just thought of something. That crate that I've got sitting in the middle of the floor. I might have just pooched myself there. I might have lost like a little bit of my cargo space leaving that freaking crate on the floor. Yep. Yup. There we go. Actually, let's see if we can't fill her right up. Come on. Come on, frame rates. There we go. Let's see what else we can grab. Just fill it right up and we'll dump it wherever. Maybe we will make a trip to Olisar. Not that we really want to, but I mean, it'll be more efficient, I guess. Actually, I wonder how much the food sells for at Grimhex. What are we paying for it? 5? I would love for, because I don't think I've ever bought this ship before. I would love it if the crates that this processed food is contained in have like golden arches on them, like McDonald's or something like that, that would be genius. I mean, it would be total copyright infringement, but it's gonna be kind of genius. No, sadly. There we go. Filled up. Our entire life savings is now packed into a cutlass in a game where the frame rates are slowly starting to deteriorate. Deteriorate. What could possibly go wrong, folks? What could possibly go wrong? Let's see here. Engines on.
Offline. Engines online. Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Alright, if the sun's there, Crusader should be up here. Yes, it is. Which means old Griminy Hex should be over here. I suspect there's a pirate blockade between here and there. Sounds like fun.
Quantum drive is now on.
I think that like when the game resets and all that and they take all your money, like I had over $1 million. I think I was actually a 1.6, 1.7 before the last reset million. If they left that money in the game,
Quantum drive is now off.
it would wickedly unbalance the game down the road. It would make it really hard to kind of balance the economy. I understand why they take it out. Yeah, it sucks, but I mean, I enjoy playing the game. I enjoy making the money. So, I mean, the reward really is the game itself. I mean, the money is just icing on the cake. I know that's kind of like a silly or a goofy answer. It really is. I enjoy just doing this stuff. I mean, some people might look at this and think and be bored, but I enjoy it. I really do. I sincerely enjoy this. I wish there were some NPCs at some of these mission locations. I wish we got to do a little bit of shooting.
Quantum drive is now on.
I would love that, but I mean, I'm just happy with the fact that to be finally playing some truthful version, or some
Quantum drive is now off.
nearly built out version. Not really nearly isn't the right word. Jesus, come on. Throwing me out of warp like this into an asteroid field. A close to functional iteration of Star Citizen is what I'd like to say. I enjoy it. Just wish that I could actually make use of the windows in the front of my ship so I could have a better idea of where I was landing at.
Automated landing.
So let's see what all this is worth. I'm not sure if, damn, I had that list too, but I don't want to tab out and go check it, but ooh. Frame rates took a little bit of a dip there. But yeah, I want to see, I would tab out and check what the food price is supposed to be, but I guess we'll all be surprised together. The Grim Hex has got to need food, right? I mean, the only thing that looks like it grows here is probably like mold. What you looking at? Oh. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Oh, hello. Nice. Now we know. No one's half the battle, G.I. Joe. 44K. It's not bad. Not bad for a day's work. Anyways, folks, I think I'm going to cut this off here. I'm going to go grab some lunch and chill. Maybe I'll pop back on later on tonight and do some more streaming. Do some experimenting. Try to get some stuff fixed. Make things work a little bit better. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And thanks for watching.